fucking laughing at?
just, just so you're doing the stream countdown like 3, 2, 1, and perfectly on 0. You just.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Mhm.
I have chronic bronchitis. Whoa, which means I cough a lot.
Oh shit! Now I'm an asshole.
No, it's fine. You can be an asshole.
It was just the timing of it was
No,
really
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Hi, welcome to Coffee Talk episode 2. More of it. You're after a really good start.
Yeah, no. So I just worked out, and it was a good hard workout. I hurt my back, so I can't run for a little bit.
Oh, hi, Tucker. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. But I still need to do like cardio, so I did an elliptical for like an hour.
Mhm.
And it's really good workout. It was like really good. I felt powerful, but it triggers my bronchitis, and so I just start coughing. Also, I didn't have water, and I thought there's this sports energy drink, which I think you're supposed to drink after you do your workout, but I drank it while I was doing my workout, and it has a little bit of sugar in it, and so I just felt like this thick spit in the back of my throat the entire time. Yeah, so I feel like ass.
Yeah.
But, so I will probably cough. I'm also drinking carbonated water because I'm a slut for the bubbles. And so I will also continue to burp too. God, there's no way that this is the game progress. How long is this game?
I have a feeling that has more to do with like achievements or something. Not to mention, we didn't make a lot of new drinks last time, I don't think. If it's counting that.
Oh, right, we fucked up. I forgot we fucked up.
Oh, whatever. There's something we might have done unoptimally.
But we'll do the thing we did last time, where we used time travel.
Yeah. Yeah, you... because we're in smog zone. Has that been at all a problem for you? The Canadian smog.
The Canadian smog? Those damn Canadians purposely poisoning our air with their wildfires that they...
lighting up your weed and saying it's something else.
Yeah, because they legalized weed, we're just getting all that weed smoke down here. No, I'm mostly inside. I would not go out and I would not go out and run outside. But it's fun. It's gotten better today, so that's nice.
Righty.
I thought there was more stuff in the drawer yesterday. Am I misremembering things?
This place is cursed in this game. Like, this stuff did not happen in
Let's
first
see.
game.
Hold on, I gotta check my phone.
Who's doing what?
Whoa, let's see. Dinner with my team.
Is that the thing?
What the fuck is that thing in the front? It's gotta be like a mascot for like Toge Productions or something, right?
I don't know. Let me look up Toge Productions and see if they have like a lure. Yeah, I wonder if that falls into. Oh yeah, that's a sentient creature of this world. Their logo is just like a little plant stem, like bud thing.
But it's gotta be something, right? Because it's way too specific.
Maybe it's someone they collaborate with or a Kickstarter thing or something. Or it's just something they made up. I don't know.
I hope we see it. I hope we meet
Wallace from Scott Pilgrim up there.
Yeah. I like the little work in the back. It's Rachel.
Take it easy, Dave. Soft is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while, everyone.
What do you think she does on her off day? She's gotta smoke mad kush.
I was gonna say like, well, she's a Nekomi, so let's think of cat things, but
Catnip.
you know, very liberatory thinking to instead redirect to no, this is an early 20-something with an idle career. She's got to be lighting up.
Well, I bet it's catnip. Because cat.
There, yeah, well, perfect. You brought it together.
Do you think that he's talking about Riona with this?
Oh, absolutely.
God, Lucas is such a fucking simp for a good.
He's so transparent.
Yeah, he's just like, holy shit, this girl rules. Let's see. All the ingredients are fucking finally, and the weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. He just puts his headphones in and starts with the Way of Kings. Oh, Brandon Sanderson, you really know how to. He's like, Gala, I need you to leave. Oh, they're here together. Finally. I also haven't had time to eat dinner, so I am eating mac and cheese right now.
That's perfectly fine.
Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you two. How did it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. Goodness, are you having issues with the children again? No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Fury's giving me a hard time. Your Fury? Is it the full moon already? Nope, but I sometimes get Fury symptoms. I apologize. I'm gonna sound gross tonight. Pre-Fury symptoms. Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury. And that changes the way we react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask. But it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy level. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying. That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with that? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Chris Evil. I thought. Since Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work with pre-fury as well. Maybe, but I think it needs to be more relaxing. Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine. And maybe fucking... Alright. Did we make a Galahad? I know we did on accident, but I don't know if it... Yeah, tea, milk, ginger. So, probably blue pea, milk, ginger.
Do you want me to check out? Do you want me to advise for?
I mean, I made a Gala tea right here.
Yeah.
Give item.
Yep,
Here
that's
you
the
go.
one.
A Gala tea for you. Do you come up with these names on the spot, Chris Evil? I literally just added your name in front of it. It's not clever.
Don't worry, Bryce. Grant won't die here.
Not yet.
No, not until he becomes the top May in Guilty Gear Strive in the entire world.
It's gonna be hard because rating update has been down for like 2 weeks now. So there's no real way to measure it. No, it takes, and I'd have to beat Slash, which is, takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on. No, you fucking just added his name. That almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. I don't yet. Eventually, call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. Very happy to hear that. What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Chris Evil, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help. Hold on one second, I gotta check my phone. Alright.
I have so much blue stuff I have to get rid of. I've got to write this down.
My help.
Come on, I wasn't that bad.
No? Sorry, I just ate a spoonful of mac and cheese. No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job.
Ugh.
But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried.
There's nothing to worry about.
You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And hide. I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now I feel when fury's about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all. You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one. Lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. I don't even have good art on the ceiling.
It's called languishing.
Looking so gloomy, it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please, help me help him, Chris Evil. Yes, the barista who is doubling as a psychiatrist. A couples counselor. I'm at my wit's end. Mr. Hyde.
Ugh, fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old, and I've never been this bored in my entire life.
I thought he was like 100 years old. Interesting.
Yeah.
You usually make it sound like you're much older.
40 years old in vampire years.
Hyde is having a
There we go.
midlife crisis.
They're like dog years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species' years.
Eyes on the prize, Chris Evil. Intervention first, gossip later. My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde?
My job.
What was that?
My job!
Hey, no need to shout.
Well, I'm also irritated about it, okay? I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs. But modeling stopped being fun ages ago.
You should try Assassin. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave Where's that damn? There we go. You are trying to leave modeling behind, then.
Yeah.
Is there a specific reason for that?
It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. So they had to be elegant, well-made, versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months. And I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable.
God, those kids and their phones.
Stupid social media come. The clothes themselves, of course. But the models, even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Blink, and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there.
Isn't that changing these days with slow fashion and the like?
That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same.
Oh man, capitalism and clothing. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. I am following you. See? Look at my phone. Following Hyde.
You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond.
So are you saying you'd like to leave? More of a mark?
Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became a part of their lives in a real way.
Hyde, you could always fight the president. You will be remembered for that all the time.
The whole vampire metaphor of leaving a mark on someone and changing them is not lost on us.
It was on me. Speak for
No.
yourself. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who will always remember you.
It's not the same thing.
Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. Have you seen the show Scrubs? It's hilarious. I think you could do a great Dr. Cox.
No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun.
But they have so much fun on Scrubs, and then they play the song by The Fray that makes you sad.
Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire?
Huh. Do you see what I'm doing with Chris Evil? This guy, this fucking guy, does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you would like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. I don't like loiters. My drinks are also free, as far as I know. I never drink currency. But that's the rule. You gotta come in and you gotta drink a coffee. It's on the house, but goddamn.
Sounds good. Just make me
Fuck.
something I like.
Fuck.
It's okay. We have the guide grant. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Okay, so
What did we? What,
do you want?
what was his first drink?
Do you want me to know? Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, because it's been like a year and a half since we played the first one.
Yeah, Jahe Tubruk is the first one served to him in the first game. And that's what the guide says as well, as one of the options here. There's more than one thing that succeeds here.
But I want to give him the first. I don't remember.
Yeah, so
how-
Jahe Tubruk is the one you'll want to look up. While you're doing that, let me see if if I can find again,
Coffee
like,
drink.
because before we were like, yeah, do we try to give him an item? And we might have missed an opportunity, but let's see if it lets us do it late.
Well, we don't have the item anymore. It's gone.
Is it?
Yeah, we don't have any items. They disappear if you don't use them.
Oh shit. Well, never mind then.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to do some time travel, but that's canon.
Yeah.
That's a canon thing that Chris Evil does. Time traveling barista.
Yeah. So that was back on day 5, it was Gala's key card,
Yeah.
and we would give that to Hyde. So,
Yes. There you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough.
yeah.
Nice, Chris Evil, and you lost your bet, Hyde. Bet. Fuck off, Hyde. When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say I was right, and Hyde gets to buy me dinner. At the place of my choosing. McDonald's, Hyde.
I was thinking the same thing.
I want 55 cheeseburgers and 55 fries.
Yeah, you're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you?
Ronald McDonald's Steakhouse. McDonald's for the fancy friends. You know it. Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde.
He's won every single one of the bets we've made.
Wow. I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food.
Just rub it in my face, why don't you?
I will, when you come over and we have movie night. You have got to see Wall-E. It's a great, great movie about man's hubris. Fuck yeah, Lua, what's up?
For once, we actually have an even distribution of character
I
voices.
know.
Oh, hi everyone.
Hey, Lua.
Hi, Lua. Busy night, I see.
Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it.
That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. You must be getting bored of our arguments.
It's alright. Kind of fun to watch.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, you're fine.
How are the things with you two, by the way? Hold on, I gotta check my phone. Hey, guys. Zup, Lucas.
That's the cool way to say sup, which is the cool way to say what's up.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
You maxed out Hyde. What if when you maxed someone out, it just gave their social security number?
Oh, Hyde was a venture capitalist.
What
What
do
do you think he invested in?
It's a good question. I think it'd be something like either like probably art. You know, like galleries and stuff.
Yeah.
Something that sounds profound, but then becomes boring really fast and just kind of turns over into real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he invested in pumpkins.
Very Halloween core.
That's. How are things with you two, by the way?
Just let me order before I answer. If that's alright, Chris Evil.
No. Of course. What would you like?
I spent the whole day talking in meetings and
I'm
presentations.
gonna give you a cup of honey so your mouth sticks shut and you can't talk.
So I have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you'd recommend for that?
Definitely something with lemon and honey.
Sounds great. I'd love a lemon and honey drink then, please.
I have heard honey's good for a sore throat.
Lemon and honey? God, that sounds gross. I guess it is steamed milk, but like I'm just like imagining. Chris Evil just like takes like a pint glass and pours like a shit ton of cold milk in it, and just puts a lemon on top and like a dollop of honey.
The little bear. Do you want guidance on this?
No, it's tea, lemon, honey. It's gotta be, right?
Close.
Green tea, lemon, honey.
Yeah.
Greeting.
There you go. I know a sore throat remedy in real life.
We might have actually made this one before.
We have. I don't like that you're calling it cough syrup.
Yeah.
Here you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery, and some green tea to make it look gross.
Thanks, Dr. Chris Evil. Oh, this is truly lovely. Just what I needed.
That's great to hear.
My company's trying to get a big contract. So I've been organizing
Hold on,
meetings
I
with
gotta check
everyone.
my phone. Which is also a I think you should leave reference. I'm just gonna get on my phone. Favorite thing?
Lover of the bright moonlight, believer in a life without a fight. I'm a big fan of art and poetry.
Do you think Bailey's has ever written a poem for her?
Yeah, but it's like a limerick. Bailey's thinks poems need to rhyme in an AABBA structure. And if they don't do it, they're not real poems.
Oh yeah, it's really good. He
Yeah.
like clicks his heels.
Did we ever translate her stuff?
I did not. You want me to do that now?
Sure. We got all the time in the world. Time is an illusion, and I am a magician.
We'll start making your guess while I'm typing this out.
Ghost Trick came out.
It did. Oh. Apparently it's Claire de Lune. Like the poem. Paul Verlaine. Yeah, so the whole like, oh, she likes, moonlight romanticizes that. Yeah. It's Claire de Lune, the poem.
Do you think that she's a fan of the character? I'm not looking it up. I'm not looking it up.
You can do it.
Katie from Danganronpa.
What's Danganronpa?
Oh,
Is that on Netflix?
I did see a tweet today that says, "Do not buy these games. They'll install a virus called Danganronpa on your computer."
Yeah.
I love Claire de Lune by what's his nuts? Debussy. Making sure it's all going to plan.
Fuck, I forgot what we were talking about because of...
She's been in meetings.
meeting, that's
organizing
right.
stuff.
That sounds pretty tough.
Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. Part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala,
treated Western spirituality.
you probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting.
Spirituality and
Yeah,
religion.
and Hyde told me a little bit about it, too.
And
That
depressed. I am
gossipy
gonna go
bitch.
Utah to get baptized.
Right. Well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a whole lot of good. Thing is, I know Bay means well. He suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like. And I should like them. And he's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. but I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know.
Well, it'd be easier if we've always acted rationally. If we only get annoyed at the people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they?
That's true.
Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help.
That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision-making at my job is taking a toll for sure. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it's hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that, though. But I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bay. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. They're always these big parties, very put together and very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiancé that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's up to you how to communicate it, isn't it? Sorry, Brantley fucked up my lines. Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bay wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what others think, instead of working out your own wants and needs. You do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters. Right. And who are you in that partnership with? I believe you've met him. Blonde guy with the puppy eyes? Right. I'm glad you remember that. Because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married.
Oh, snap!
And the strangers who put wedding pictures online.
Oh, damn!
Yes. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you like. That way you can also take budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours.
God, hide fucking dropping truth bombs.
You still want a pretty outfit. And decent food. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just... my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them.
It's like, God, no one in this century knows how to communicate.
Did you all not read Theory on Dialectics, for God's sakes? Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything. But you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't, should I? You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure.
Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor. But I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that.
You should be one of those marriage counselors on TV. That's not tactful at all.
Ah, like Dr. Phil.
Yes, like Dr. Phil.
What would fantasy Dr. Phil in this world be?
He would be a gnome.
Like what? We need like a fantasy variant of his name.
Dr. Philian.
I was thinking that.
He'd be like, man, your children are so naughty. If they don't know my true name, I'm going to send them to a ranch in Wyoming where they will be abused. That would be
Philarmon.
That would be fantasy Dr. Phil. He would be a fucking. He would be. God, I forgot his name. The one guy that you got to know his name. You know what?
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin. And he would bring people on his show, and he would do a little dance.
Curse people.
He would be like, man, you have a problem with eating? Well, if you don't know the answer to my next riddle, I'm going to steal your arm, and then you will lose weight. And they're like, wait a second, that's not really. And he goes, too late. And then he just. Can you imagine? It would be like he would turn people into fucking inanimate objects. Oh, now you have to learn to love your husband as a chair. Good luck.
This is what you get for objectifying him.
Oh, now we're getting a little too close to like something that's like not terrible. We gotta be careful. Dr. Phil fucking sucks. Press F in the chat if you hate Dr. Phil.
Hey, I'm into that.
Are you thinking of changing careers, Hyde?
Finds
I'm
it
bored
too.
of modeling.
Person wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. God, this Dr. Phil thing is just working so good.
Like, okay, is Bryce still here? Yeah, Bryce is still here. If Grant would have died tonight, it would have been from that. So, I think Grant's gonna live. Go ahead.
Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer, and she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yup, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And also because it was a slower experience. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual, posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different, and I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that.
Is that unusual?
Yep, most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing, and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time, and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her darkroom.
You know what they say? What happens in the dark room stays in the dark room. Because if you take it out, it's going to ruin the quality of the pictures.
They do say that. She said exactly that. How the fuck did you know? Chris Evil, you're an actual fucking wizard. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out.
You did always have a fondness for dark places. I feel like that's a microaggression.
Comes with the territory.
Yep.
But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame. Working each picture through the chemical baths. Hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera. It was the first time she really liked a portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No.
No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you.
Please share, Lua. You'd be doing us both a solid.
Wedding photographer. Go on, then.
Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. But apparently, film's making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully. It's a more personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that? Who, me?
No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work.
I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month.
Well, forget about it then.
No, don't forget about it at all. It would be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You solve all the bridesmaids' dramas and offend the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. I like how you said pics. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is.
You're assuming they won't get divorced.
I don't know if this is the right topic for Ms. Lua.
It's alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life.
That career in the Mafia is really looking up.
You're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now. I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay?
Yeah, alright.
That's my cue as well. Have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one.
It will be. Good night, Lua.
Good night, Chris Evil.
See you later.
Good night, you two.
Here we go again. Last one sitting.
Draw. Indeed, proper night owls.
Do you think Chris Evil stands through his whole shift, or do you think he has a little stool or something?
I think he has a stool.
Do you think he's... Oh, I was gonna say, do you think he sits on chairs backwards, but if it's a stool, it doesn't have a front or back, so...
Yes.
You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right?
That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. It sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you?
I do. Sometimes. But I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then next thing you know... I don't want to sound too depressing.
So you don't believe in love?
Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone, to enjoy their company. No, it's okay, I just something caught my throat. You can do that for years, with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person.
And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one, not really. I'd know. The one time I tried, it really didn't work out.
But do you regret trying?
Look, all I'm saying is the one person in this world capable of true love is Keita Takahashi, the person who made Katamari Damacy. That dude's got something. No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like, it's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. I think I'll post this to our atheism tonight. Oh no, I won't, because the Redditors are on strike. Support the strike, everyone, don't scab. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame. Hyde, it should be a moth. Using a butterfly means you are romantic, you doofus. Or a flower bloom, like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings. But I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute, when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive.
If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. And something worth helping other people celebrate.
You're a tricksy one, Chris Evil.
Like from Speed Racer? No? Okay.
I was going more for a Gollum thing. And I'm too tired to fight your logic. Which means it's time for me to head back.
Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-to-one chats. Maybe you'll rethink marriage if it's me?
Shout out to our chat.
I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here.
Oh, it's plenty comfortable for sure. Besides, well,
Hold on.
I'll wait.
I gotta get on my phone. I think Lucas got sent to the Shadow Realm. Guess where I am, cause sure as hell I don't know. Hi, what do you know about the Shadow Realm? We have to go save Lucas.
It all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know.
Well, time doesn't pass for me.
Thank goodness Gala is from a long-living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times. Technologies will die out. New technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now. In a century, maybe 2. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Chris Evil?
Oh, fuck, Hyde. Yeah, damn it, I knocked over Miku. Fuck.
Oh shit! Save
She
Miku!
lost her hat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say lost her head.
No, her head stays on pretty well, but her braids come off. Ugh, gotta put the little hat on there.
Wig.
I'm not the biggest Miku fan. I just think fucking the Snow Miku from 2020 fucking slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 2022? I don't know when I got this. I have so much anime
2020.
shit. I got so much anime shit, dude. It's all garbage. It's all fucking shit. Now her leg fell off. This is.
But do you like it?
Yeah, man. She's fucking silly looking.
Good. Everyone's got some garbage they like.
No, I have so much garbage I like.
Yeah, but compare that to like how much garbage a billionaire has in
Oh,
life.
I know. I'm sorry.
I will gladly seat you up on the high horse on this one.
I like how Hyde is like, I finally found another immortal, thank God. This is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde.
You've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return.
I suppose that's true.
So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story.
Do you think that since this is Coffee Talk episode 2, do you think we'll get like a major time skip in one? I think that
Maybe.
I think that would be interesting.
Yeah.
It would be a good way to get rid of, like, not get rid of characters, but like if they really needed to add new characters.
Yeah, do a whole new cast.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Except
nice
for Hyde.
to know.
Except for Hyde, that's the coolest shit.
All they have to do is give him some kind of haircut to demonstrate that time has passed.
He can't have a beard. That's the problem.
Yeah. You know what? Just to fuck with everybody, they'll switch his white hair from being swept to the left to being swept to the right. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. Did Chris use plural pronouns when referring to themselves in the last game?
Occasionally, Chris does that, yeah. Like, we'll always be here, you know, and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
so I know you will. And on that note, I guess I'm going to go browse for some film cameras.
Hold on, I gotta look at my phone. I'm just gonna get on my phone.
Ryota asked, "Are you lost?" to Lucas.
Aww. She's gonna go pick him up.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. God, I'm rooting for the Riona Lucas. Either, you know, friendship, relationship, it doesn't matter to me. I just want those two to hang out.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
Haunted film cameras. Literally, there's like 6 stories about it. Indeed.
Take care of yourself, friend.
And you as well. This is one of those games that there's just random moments of just like. It's not like this game has really good writing like all the time, right? But like there's just something like cool about when they kind of delve into like Chris Evil as like an immortal person. Because as of now, what Freya and Hyde know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Silver,
Yeah.
but some of us will.
Does Amanda know as well, being of the same species?
As Silver, yeah, I think so. I think it's a Lucas kind of day here. I do miss Freya. I hope she comes back at the end.
Mm-hmm. A new day. As we get the in-world news, here's a little real-world update. Since we tend to talk about like unions and
There's a moth
work
in my room. That is the one.
Let's
That's
just-
the real world update.
what's that?
There's a moth in my room.
Oh shit! Is it drawn too close to the flame as described by Hyde?
Yeah.
Is it
No,
to
it's just
singe its
kinda-
wings?
Just kind of hanging out. I did
Cool.
watch a moth fly into a burning fire one time, and it made me really upset.
God. Yeah, it would upset me too.
It landed on me, and I'm like, "Oh, what's up, moth?" And then it just incinerated itself, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
It's some cartoon shit.
It is.
Anyways, right now in the real world, UPS Teamsters are getting ready for a potential strike. So
They better not. They better not strike before they give me my Gundam this Friday.
it's up to the contract and everything.
I'm just fucking with
They-
them. They can strike if they want.
Yeah,
They deserve
they've been looking to get better conditions in their upcoming contract, and they're pushing for that contract to be decided soon, on time. Their bosses have been holding off. Thankfully, they at least got approved air conditioning, which they did not have before. So in hellish heat, they're just working through that. But they've been looking for other contractual changes. For example, right now there's a tier system where certain jobs are exactly the same in job function, but some people are getting paid more than others. So looking to get that struck, among other things. So they had an amazing approval rate for strike procedures. I think it was 97%. Are saying yes, we're ready to strike if things go south. So be on the lookout for that. Be prepared to support them. I'll take a moment to go dig up a link to a solidarity fund that I know of. So if you have a few extra bucks laying around, you're like, yeah, I'd like to do something, then hey, then that'll be that. So yeah, just keep that on your radar. Yeah, here it is. The let's see. This is Democratic Socialists of America are building a strike solidarity fund. So let me see if I can get the link where you can send money to that. And I think things will officially kick off June 30th, Friday, if they don't get their contract needs met. So it's like right on our doorstep, folks.
Yes. The Evening Whispers. Wait. New women detect confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. Good evening. Oh, I'm gonna get on my phone.
Okay, yeah, here's Democratic Socialists of America's Solidarity Fund. I think this expands past, just the Teamster stuff and is like, for whatever needs they have. But in any case, there is that. One of the things that they're, looking to use this stuff for would be stuff like, helping Teamsters. So there's that link there. Go ahead and follow it along. That's a place you can throw some money.
Yes.
All right. Back to the game. No delivery for Riona today. Oh, Myrtle's posting.
Myrtle posting.
Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games is just staggering.
Do you think that there's no delivery today because of the thing, that she picked up Lucas?
Yeah. They're hanging out, I bet.
Better.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, he's hungover, so they...
What do you think the secrets are that Rachel has?
That's a good question. I think it's like that she plays one of those heavily advertised app games, and she's like a top scorer,
Yeah.
like fucking Toon Blast or something.
It's good. Oh, there's
What
one
do
more
you
thing. I think it's that she likes catnip. I'm leaning in it. Good evening.
It's gonna be Graham.
Officer, welcome. Hey, Chris Evil. How you doing? Officer. Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issue? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat.
Nope.
Hey, wait. Oh, my bad. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Chris Evil. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute. Are you talking about the recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage from the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How did that go? Did the cameras manage to catch anything? Yes and no. The infrared's caught a couple of blurry images. They ran off, turned a corner. Could have been anything like rats or cats, because those are the only two animals I know and they rhyme.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But neither fits with what I've heard.
Like Georgie doesn't know because like he's never seen it, but Chrissy just looks at it like, oh my god, that's 100% Sonic the
That blue
Hedgehog.
hedgehog again of all places. The footsteps, you know? The laughter. Heh. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can beasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. So what's next? Hold on, Georgie, I gotta check my phone. Boo, 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 boo. Did you know why the satyrs from France are more musical than the ones from America? Because they have French horns. So,
No wonder his company thinks he's gonna bomb.
what's next? I have some ideas, but they're just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. You know, Chris Evil, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped the bomb about fairies. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies is an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that doesn't fit with known physical rules at the time it was referred to as such. In essence, it's kind of insensitive. Oh. Does that mean the banshees were part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible would be considered that. But that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yeah, apparitions like... Georgie, you have such good dramatic thunder. Ghosts. Ghosts. Ghosts! What do you mean I see? They're ghosts. You can't see ghosts.
What if he's not scared of ghosts, but he thinks Chris Evil is, and so he's like, he's trying to get a rise out of it?
Doesn't it sound like a bad... Doesn't it
that's
sound like a
Georgie.
bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. Bud, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? Because if they do, all I can think about him is that damn tree now. That damn fourth chaos emerald. Right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Don't get how they can be so calm about this. Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there's been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world even. It's a pun, because they're aliens. Sometimes, literally, I'm fucking just gotta go out and say it. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own
Peccadillos?
peccadillos.
Look that up. Fun new word today on stream. Let's find out.
A small, relatively unimportant offense or sin.
Peccadillo.
Peccadillo.
Peccadillo. The more rare version of the armadillo. True.
Oh,
that.
you know what?
What?
It comes from Spanish, so it really should be peccadillo.
Peccadillo.
Merriam-Webster don't give a
But I
fucking-
get, but like, do we call armadillos like armadillos?
We should maybe. Of course, that becomes a greater argument on how we pronounce words and
Yeah.
how we prioritize.
Armadillo.
Like, I saw just the other day someone mentioning like, hey, we end up transliterating a bunch of Native American names, like, you know, for example, like Sitting Bull and stuff like that. It's like a lot of like Mexican names that we don't transliterate. So it's like, you know, hey, perhaps like this is indicative of how we sort of failed to maintain culture and potentially a sore spot for where language falls out of use over time and generations. So anyways, yeah, just thought-provoking stuff.
Did I ever tell you what Crazy Horse's friend was named? Hold on, I gotta remember it actually. So, Crazy Horse was a real one. He was a Lakota war leader. He fought a bunch of colonizers. He like actively fought against like the United States federal government to protect the Lakota people. And
yeah.
he did a pretty good job. And when he died, hold on. Like people, he's a dope dude. Yeah, you know, I can talk to about him for forever. His friend was named Touch the Clouds because he was apparently 7 foot tall.
Oh wow.
He's just a really tall dude, and so his name was Touch the Clouds. So they basically Crazy Horse like surrendered and then tried to escape, and like legend has it, he when he was dying, he didn't want to lay on a cot. He insisted on being placed on the floor, and then touch the clouds. His 7-foot tall friend like watched him die. But yeah, no one knows where Crazy Horse is buried.
Damn.
But he's a dope dude.
Yeah.
They're trying to build a giant monument out in South Dakota, although it's like, on one hand, it's incredibly impressive because it's massive, but on the other hand, it's made by a bunch of Polish people who have been doing it since like 1950, and it should technically be finished by now. So there's some belief that there's like a little bit of like con artistry going in there, but it's still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know
George?
is
Go ahead, read this line, Middle.
all you need to know is that my fear was never caused by actual ghosts, just the ones from Wild Canyon, Pumpkin Hill. You know, the ones that go.
Yeah, Georgie really is the Knuckles to your Shadow in this case. If Chris Evil is if we've adopted him as Shadow,
What?
then he
Ghost?
really is Knuckles.
King Boo.
You know, Knuckles would eat cigarettes if he could.
Yeah, he would. Because Sonic told him not to. Hey, Knuckles, just remember, don't eat cigarettes. Well, I wasn't going to, but now that you told me I shouldn't, I'm going to.
This is a lost echidna heart.
All you need to know my fear caught my action. A ghost? Suggestion is a very powerful thing, Chrissy. But that's all I'm willing to share for now. Thanks for sharing. You know, it's fun. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. Like, if you put a potato in, like, you put like too much mayonnaise in a potato salad, but you don't know you did, trouble. Especially because I'm lactose intolerant. You see? They're the kind of people who can see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zenness of it. You know Zenness, the one guy from Kingdom Hearts? I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. Unless you killed him, then yeah, you should. On that note. Chrissy, well, you've seen my letter. I don't have it. I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yes. My bad. The thing was originally my grandpa's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he was never able to recover from. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it was a good location for him with all the veteran support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street, you see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes, he'd go and hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. I see. You see, the street's name just came to me in my mind last night. Can you take a guess at what it is? You mean Bourne Street. Like Jason Bourne. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click with me straight away. But I went through his files and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo! And you know what? He bought the ladder there. What a coincidence. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way. I love that face. They're just coincidences, Chris Evil. Everything is lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. I like that the question marks were individual and doot doot doot.
Yeah.
Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's, right? Then my luck started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat, just tons of weird shit happened in the past week alone, you see? Right. The one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me who's in charge of the case. Me. Then there's this Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market, information I wouldn't even have remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept on losing my ladder, right? How are they not connected? Tell me. Well, if you list them all in order like that. I'm telling you, Chris Evil, that place is calling for me. That case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know? But I've always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. I hate that show. Because we don't know enough about what's real and what's not.
Do you know about how on Tumblr, sometimes important news gets broken by people posting in a supernatural meme format?
No.
Okay, so whenever something big happens, to get people to pay attention to it, sometimes people will post the... You know, in Supernatural, where, like, they had, one of the characters came out as, like, gay or bi, and he's like, he tells him I love you, and then he gets looped away.
Yeah.
It's that scene where it's like, where he says I love you, and then it goes to the other guy, and he just has kind of like an unaffected straight face on. And so it has the I love you panel first, and then it goes back to the other guy, and it'll just put the news headline of whatever is going on. And so now whenever people see that meme, they're like, oh god, what's happening in the world now? And since there's been some Reddit people that have been heading on over to Tumblr, one of them gave it a shot. They're like, I think I'm using this right. And we're all like, yeah! Welcome aboard! Okay, that's that. Now you know.
Do they bring bad luck? Good luck? The truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch.
That's Chris Evil.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't sound like Chris Evil. That doesn't sound like what he would say. You know, another patron of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah. The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh? It's something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients that I'm not actually going to put into the coffee because it's going to magically appear. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits? Gross. From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit. Gotcha. But Curse Evil, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know, but I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I think your lighter might give it the extra magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. What are you gonna make me anyway? I trust you. Here. He's gonna leave without it. I'm gonna have to give it back to him.
Well, you'll be able to give it to him right to him when you give him this drink, so.
Mm-hmm. Make me a magical drink. You've learned, Chris Evil. Coffee, lemon, ginger.
Oh.
What?
He said the instructions before. Coffee, honey, lemon.
Oh, oops. Bye. My bad. Coffee.
That's okay. There's technically 2 different ones that you can do here, but I think this is probably the.
This is the one that was explicitly in the text. Just the guide also says, or maybe this is another one later. I think it's valid. Anyways, what we're gonna make is Keimada.
Oh, fuck.
And then
It's on fire.
hibiscus, ginger, and lemon. That would. So yeah, we can serve it.
Oh, wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yep. This is special, just for you. So don't tell anybody. Roger that. Careful. Dang, Chris Evil. This is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. But I'll take responsibility if anything happens. Ha! I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Chris Evil. You even made me this crazy-ass drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Hold on, I gotta check brew pad. Just look at it.
Beans. Oh. That's good. It's alcohol imbued. I hope Georgie's not driving anytime soon.
Oh, they probably burn off the alcohol.
Yeah.
They probably.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's probably what they used to light it up.
At least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Give them a good talking to. Make them rethink their ways. Not the case with apparitions.
Who's that? Oh.
Unlock conversation with Detective McQueen? What? Who's this guy?
Well, you wanna read for him?
Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. The surprises keep coming this week. Let me go over there. Instant transmutation. You
Transmission. Instant transmission.
Nope.
Nope. Never.
You know each other. More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in that same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure we were gonna make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. Well, I got an achievement. I don't know what that achievement is. Just says you. This is not like a need. This is not a. Oh, you can see my friends list. Oh well. He regrets having the big breakfast.
The achievement might be, is it the thing that popped up that you saw?
Mm-hmm.
Hard-boiled advice, unlock conversation with Detective McQueen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet.
Also, damn, George, you would have thrown me under the bus.
But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost. Oh, well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Chris Eiffel about getting out over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I'm a psychic type, you see. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases. Man, I'll probably have lost my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody. That's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away, but wasn't moving on, if you catch my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hit. Anyway, we had to go in and exorcise this place, right? But the husband, he caught wind, and he retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it. But it's harder to get ghosts out of the basement or an attic. All about angles, really. I mean, I get it. I used to be his home. All the stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So, I'm slowly going down the stairs, trying to coax him out. Bam! Next minute, all the romantic music is playing and the whole place is lit by spotlight. Basic sensory illusion. Classic ghost tricks, like the game Ghost Trick.
Out now.
Out now on Steam. Then, before I know what hit me, I'm setting up this pottery wheel behind me and... Wait. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh. Maybe. We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped in my subconscious. Riveting. Ah! What the
Well,
fuck? There's so
I
many-
guess I need to start voicing one of these.
You could be this guy.
Yeah. Hey, detective. Hey, people I don't know.
Did you get your important errand sorted?
I sure did.
Duly, I can see crumbs stuck to your face.
Oh, that's just the rain. It's very bready rain.
There's filling over your top.
That's blood from a gunshot. It's healed up though.
You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So what I miss?
We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey,
Ghosts?
yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley?
No idea. Never met one.
We stopped a ghost riot.
Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy.
There you go, I guess. Sorry, that wasn't much help.
I'm really in love with just how pink this guy's arms are. That.
Yeah,
His-
his face
He's
is
so
pink.
clenched.
Yeah, he's so tightly wound.
He's so ready to squart, dude. So good.
Nah, what you said? Nah, they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to eat, possess, violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Feel their culture. Listen to their issues. And spectral whales. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside.
Which should be easy, since you can see through them.
I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best to not overthink anything he says.
I certainly don't.
Ah, well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Dooley, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why we're here.
I already did.
Oh,
Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving that taxi.
instead of
taking it all the way to Seattle. Yes.
why?
The driver was a chupacabra. Haha.
Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, Lightning McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley.
Bye, guy. Good luck with your rat problem or whatever.
This has got to be a reference to something, right?
I don't know. Bye, coffee wizard.
Um... It is a reference to The Dark Side Detectives, a 2017 point-and-click adventure game developed by Spooky Doorway and published by Akapara Games. It was released for Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and Linux on July 27th, 2017.
This dude has anchor arms.
Yeah, no, they're characters in another game.
That's awesome. Dooley, if I poked your arms, they would deflate. SpongeBob ass arms.
Fucking anchor
They're
arms.
in the same like color as the anchor arms are.
Apparently, you can there's romance between these two characters in Spooky in the game. Oh,
I'm sorry.
the developer said it's actually a bromance.
Ah, good for them. If they fucked, it might be catastrophic.
Yeah, it'd be bad. That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Chris Evil? Looks like my good luck is back. I'm feeling like $1 million now. I'm very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Chris Evil. I really did nothing much. Are you going to be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, all right? Please keep me updated, officer. Stay safe. Will do. All right then. Maybe I'll go check the stock end. Riona, it's Riona. Welcome.
Hello.
How's the traffic out there?
It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Leonora Avenue.
Oof. Oof. I can imagine the gridlock already.
Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today.
That's great. I'm happy you're here. So what do you think I can make you for this evening?
I'd like something for my throat.
Wonderful.
I would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey.
Now, does she want me to make her cough syrup or something?
No, take her order literally.
Midsummer Night's Dream, my favorite Shakespeare play. It's actually 12th Night. Midsummer
Now,
Night's
is the Tempest getting bumped up?
No,
Of
Tempest
course,
is
you'd-
fine. I don't really like Shakespearean dramas. Like I guess Tempest is technically a comedy, but it's not fun.
It is fun when it's G-Witch, though.
Yes. If you put G-Witch,
It's
G-Witch
the
knew
best
what,
adaptation.
G-Witch knew what was missing from the Tempest, and it was giant robots. Oh, Riona, you're a senior. What is he? Oh, Groover, like a Uber. That's what we call it here.
How whimsical. It's wonderful.
Knew it. Knew it.
Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you.
You're so very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds.
Is that so? How is he?
He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually.
Oh?
He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. That's why he's hard at work at the moment.
I see. Would you mind doing me a favor?
Oh, what do you need?
Could you give my contact information to him? We only connected via Bluetooth last time, so...
Oh. An email address and phone number. Random belonging to Riona Sheeran. Piece of blue card with an email address. Oh, fuck, that was fast. I didn't click it.
It's alright.
What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It is possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree.
That's entirely understandable, though.
But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please, do let me know. It's the least I could do, as I realized there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Oh, I mean, because Officer Georgie is a human. And we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information. As such,
I understand what you mean.
okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. I'm no snitch. I'm glad.
I'd say you already helped him out in more ways than one.
Sorry, did you say something? I was zoning out a little.
No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you?
To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. And I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic.
You know I'm all ears. I'm literally made entirely out of ears.
That actually may be part of the problem, I'm afraid.
Pardon?
You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years.
that a good or a bad thing?
It's troubling.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just... I used to believe that I had a settled life objective. But I've been doubting it lately.
How come?
I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday.
Oh, any good news?
No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance,
That sounds like good news.
even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach.
I see.
She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however. Which I am thankful for.
That's very thoughtful of her. So what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself?
In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network, to make myself
Oh, sorry.
known. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it.
I think so, but you could give me a refresher. Just so I don't misunderstand.
I feel that would be a shortcut, so to speak.
Right.
She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact.
What would that be?
Well... Oh, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% gonna work.
Sorry.
Because you'll have to do way more than just getting a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know?
I'd say that's a decent impression of her.
Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it is either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. But then I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting.
Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then?
I don't know.
Is it difficult?
No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. For some reason, I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity?
Did something happen?
He was stuck.
Pardon?
Actually, he posted on it on social media last night.
Yes, I saw it because I just got on my phone. Oh? I might have seen it.
Did you? I came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud
All sounds in order.
and extremely drunk.
Really?
He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly, deep in thought, and entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so.
Must have been some deep thinking he was doing, because I think it rained pretty hard last night, as it does every night.
Well, I wouldn't know. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent him a message informing him of that fact, as he seemed to be unaware of it.
Right.
So he called me to ask if there was any other mode of public transit nearby.
Would it have been easier for him to just call a cab?
He told me he wanted to know the city better.
At midnight?
Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself.
Touche. Perhaps he just didn't want to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking.
Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. It appears he had dinner with his team,
I saw that.
and he needed the extra courage in order to negotiate with them about his new proposed direction.
Oh. I see. I suppose it didn't go as expected?
Perhaps. And I know that feeling all too well.
Miss.
However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise.
That's good.
Is it, though? Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive?
What do you mean?
I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Can't talent speak for itself? But if I truly believe that, with the number of rejections I've received so far, I should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I?
That's why it doesn't work that way.
What do you mean?
Let talent speak for itself. Oh, shit. We would all have to have the same standards.
I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it were standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at that moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel or Miss Lucas manage to be fine with that?
Perhaps it's because they don't see it as a be-all and an end-all.
What do you mean?
Rather than viewing them as judges with the authority to determine their fate, perhaps they simply see it as hills to either overcome or avoid. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies.
But it's not easy to climb those hills. Especially if you've never done it before.
You're right, Riona, but unfortunately we'll have to talk about this next time on Familiar Territory, because it is almost 9:30. Time for us to
It
stop.
is?
So thank you all for joining us. If you liked what you listened to, you can follow us on YouTube. We should have a new episode out about the great, wonderful, Magical Destroyers anime that just came out. Super good. You should see our opinions on it. You can follow us on Twitter if you want updates. Or you don't need to do anything because we are not your dads.